That's real, bruh. And hand me them papers right there. Thank you. I mean, oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. Thank y'all for tuning in to Docz Daily, where you get highly classified documentations from your boy, Sean Blasey. Ha ha ha. But ain't nothing funny though. If you showed up here to hear somebody talking bad about Kevin Gates, this is the wrong video because I'm not here to do that. I got a lot of love for Kevin Gates, but some things is overshadowed because people questioning his sexuality and people want to know if he a male or a female, bunch of ignorant stuff. What we here to talk about is his grandmother passing. And y'all just seen that picture of Kevin Gates with his hand over his grandmother's mouth. Now, we gave a bunch of excuses to why he took that picture, but it's really not adding up. So, Kevin Gates, if you listening, I'm not here to dog you out. We just here to clear up some things that's going on out there, been going on out there. People been hitting me up. They want to know if you sacrificed your own grandmother for fortune and fame. I know that sounds ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous as well. And best believe, I ain't no hater. So throughout this video, I'm going to try my best to be on Kevin Gates' side. But if things don't look right and don't sound right, I'm going to have to call it how I see it. But if I see it's a bunch of BS and it's no foul play involved, like I believe, because we talking about this man's family, so this ain't no laughing or joking matter. This is some serious business. We about to get into these highly classified documentations, but before we do that, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification button, y'all. Don't forget to show me some love because all I ever do is show y'all some love. You understand me? Also, hit that Cash App, $ Sean Blaze Docz. Hit me off with a donation during the live stream. I'm going to give you a shout out during the live stream. So let's go ahead and get into this information, man, because we got to bring this to a close tonight. Kevin Gates, I'm riding for you, bruh, but it's a lot of suspicious stuff going on with you, and we about to address all that tonight. A creepy Kevin Gates IG live session has Illuminago conspiracy theorists buzzing. In the video, Kevin Gates' kid admit to doing dark magic on their sibling before he quickly covered his daughter's mouth. The other woman on the IG live told her not to speak anymore too, because the girl that was on the IG live she was scared when she heard that little girl talking like that. And I'm about to share that with y'all. Later on in this Instagram live session, Kevin Gates claimed he was given power to control angels and he had to sacrifice to obtain that ability. This led to conspiracy theories about Kevin Gates' grandmother being an Illuminago sacrifice, which he might be referring to in this footage. When you're watching the video below, just ask yourself, why when Kevin Gates' daughter admitted to doing dark magic on her brother, he silenced her so quickly? He really didn't want the world to know about that. So, I know y'all heard what I was reading, but now's the time I'll elaborate a little bit so y'all can get a clear understanding of what's going on here. Kevin Gates' daughter is seen on footage talking about doing magic on her brother. Now, things like this is taught from the parents to the kid. And I understand if you growing up in a spiritual household and your parents so happen to be spiritual, some of that stuff gonna rub off on you. But if you doing something to your siblings, then that's also learned behavior. Everything that a child does is learned behavior. So if his daughter doing dark magic on her siblings, does that mean that Kevin Gates did some dark magic on his siblings? I need y'all to look at this video right fast, man.
Look at her. She's so sweet.
Hey, she powerful too.
Yeah, I did magic on my brother yesterday.
Talk, sweetheart. It's okay.
He covered her mouth.
You're a silly man. I can talk to kids.
She powerful.
I know.
Cause you know, that's a lot of people right there.
She's sweet to kids, I swear.
Why you don't never just talk for yourself? Why you always talk to your community?
Look, man.
You know.
That was very eerie. I'm going to run that back for y'all, just in case y'all ain't catch what the young lady said. She said she did magic on her own brother.
She's so sweet.
Hey, she powerful too.
Yeah, I did magic on my brother yesterday.
Talk, sweetheart. It's okay.
He covered her mouth clean up.
You're a silly man. I can talk to kids.
She powerful.
I know.
Cause you know, that's a lot of people right there.
She's sweet to kids, I swear.
Why you don't never just talk for yourself? Why you always talk to your community? You know, you supposed to give them the order. They don't supposed to give you the orders. You the controller. You know, I got 10,000 names right now.
I know.
Yeah, at my command. At my command.
You got at your command.
I got 10,000 angels in here with me right now, at my command.
You're rude, just a little.
I sacrifice for this shit, though.
She's so sweet.
Y'all hear that? He talking about he got 10,000 angels at his command. Oh. And he had to sacrifice for that. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. In my book, it ain't a bad thing. If you have power, power is a beautiful thing to have. But how you get that power, that's what's scary about the situation. So, Kevin Gates, if you listening, I'm going to have to ask you some questions, man.
Man, ask me some questions. Okay. Please ask me some questions. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to definitely ask you some questions because it's a lot of questions that need to be answered. Let's get into this, man. How the history of Kevin Gates' career and death of his grandmother supports the Illuminago sacrifice theory. Kevin Gates' music career started in 2008, but it wouldn't be until 8 years later that he got his big break. His career took off after he released his debut album, Isla, in 2016. Just a few months before Kevin Gates became super famous, his grandmother passed away. Back then, he posted a controversial photo below, and people accused him of trying to show off his newly acquired expensive watch. Could that watch have been one of the first gifts he received from the Illuminago in returning the sacrifice for his grandmother? Now, here's the picture right here, man. This is very grim, and this is very eerie because he got it. And rest in peace to his grandmother. He got his hand over his grandmother's mouth with his rollie on, stunting, sending a signal. This is sending a message, y'all, because he didn't have to take this picture and post it online. And let me share something with y'all. I feel like it's disrespectful when you post pictures of dead people on social media. A lot of y'all be having your family members in the casket all on social media. How you gonna rest in peace when somebody's looking at your dead corpse all across the world? So to me, that's a sign of disrespect. But it gets worse because throughout Kevin Gates' career, it seems to me that he's been disrespecting this woman. And I know this is his grandmother, but the level of disrespect that been thrown in her direction from Kevin Gates is unexplainable. And I'm going to have to share some of that disrespect with y'all. So Kevin Gates, get ready, man. We got some questions for your ass.
Man, ask me some questions. Okay. Please ask me some questions. Okay.
We're about to get into that right now, man. No holding back. I need y'all to look at this, and I need y'all to try to understand what's going on here, because I really don't understand myself, man.
You're an ignorant motherfucker if you think I'm trying to show off a watch. This the lady that loved me when nobody else did. I put my hand over her mouth because they had to break her fucking jaw before they put her in a body bag. She pissed and shitted all over herself right there.
The disrespect. She pissed and boo-booed. We didn't have to know that. We didn't have to see her dead body. We damn sure ain't have to see your hand over her mouth covered like, shh, don't tell nobody. Keep that a secret. That's what that picture looked like. Don't say nothing. It's over. Your secret is forever yours. And then she pissed and she doodled all over herself, telling the why are you degrading this woman like this?
You're an ignorant motherfucker if you think I'm trying to show off a watch. This the lady that loved me when nobody else did. I put my hand over her mouth because they had to break her fucking jaw before they put her in a body bag. She pissed and shitted all over herself right there.
So she peed and boo-booed all over herself, so you was watching? And why would you have to break somebody's jaw to put them in a body bag? Her mouth is too big. We're going to have to remove some of this jaw and snap her jaw so we can fit her in the body bag. I ain't never heard no BS like that. What is that, like a triple small body bag to where you have to break somebody's jaw to put them up in there? Kevin Gates, you're going to have to answer for this.
Man, ask me some questions. Okay. Please ask me some questions. Okay.
That's exactly what I'm about to do, bro. And that ain't the first time he disrespected this woman. Now, y'all, throughout this video, you got to remember, I'm not trying to dog this man out. I'm not trying to put him out there like he did something wrong. But this just not adding up. I need y'all to listen at this.
People was like, I posted a picture of my grandmother. You know me, Abuela. I posted a picture of Abuela, grandmother in Spanish. I posted a picture with my hand on my mouth. And people was like, why he got his hand over his mouth? He's showing off his watch. They had to break her jaw for to put her in a body bag. So I covered her mouth because her mouth was real. It was sunk in. It was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
they had to break her jaw. You hear me? For to put her in a body bag. So that's why I had my hand over her mouth, because my grandmother, she wore dentures. And every time she didn't have her teeth in, she used to cover her mouth. But she'd cover her mouth when she didn't have her dentures in. You know what I'm saying?
So he going on and on with this. They had to break her jaw to put her in the body bag. And the reason why I covered her mouth is because she didn't have her teeth in. And when she was alive, she didn't want nobody to see her mouth. So when she was alive, she didn't want nobody to see her mouth. Why would you think she wants somebody to see her when she dead? And who told you to take the picture? If they about to put her in the body bag, let them do what they got to do. They broke her jaw. It's already bad enough. And now's the time you thinking about social media? You come in, your grandmama done boo-booed and peed on herself, done broke her jaw so they could fit her in the body bag, might I add. And you felt like, oh, well, shoot, let me take out my phone for this right here. So you got your hand over her mouth. You got one hand over her mouth and the other hand holding the phone, taking the picture. I need y'all to envision what it takes to actually pull that off. Can we cover her mouth with this hand? Let me get the phone. Okay. Bam. Took the picture. Now I'm about to post this bitch. Let y'all know what time it is. Let me explain something to y'all real quick, because we're going to get back to the broadcast. But y'all ever seen that movie? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all, because we got all night. And I ain't trying to waste y'all time. But y'all ever seen that movie American Gangster? When Denzel Washington shot the dude Tango in the head? And hold on, let me type this in real quick. It wasn't Training Day. It was American Gangster. Gangster. Hold on. Let me do this right fast, because it's a point that I have to make here. And y'all gonna have to feel me on this. Because whenever you trying to make a point and you trying to gain some power and you trying to get somebody to fear you, you got to let it be public. You got to let it be known what you've done or what you do so people will stay out your way. So in the movie, I'm about to show it to y'all right quick.
Business is honesty.
And I ain't going to show y'all the whole movie due to copyrights, but
Family. Never
okay, here go the scene where Denzel is in the restaurant or whatever. He with his boys, they discussing business, and somebody owe him some money. Best believe we're gonna get back to Kevin Gates. Let me just get to the part where he blow the dude brains out.
You're supposed to be handing me my money. Here's a jar right here, 20%.
Oh, you got the jar?
That's right.
Get the fuck out of here, Frank. Oh, what you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do, Frank? Huh? What you doing? You gonna shoot me in front of everybody? Huh? Come on.
Well, goddamn. Everybody looking like they looking like he killed this dude in broad daylight. Everybody seen it, but ain't nobody saying nothing though. Cause they like, look, let me mind my business. And that's what the hell I need to be doing. But people been asking questions, and we got some questions for Kevin Gates, man.
Man, ask me some questions. Okay. Please ask me some questions. Okay.
Bruh, the first thing we want to know is, why in the world would they have to break somebody's jaw to put them in the body bag? Let me play that one more time.
Grandmother, you know me, Abuela, in the family last night. So, Perfect Imperfection, that's like the song I've been listening to right now. You know what I'm saying? People was like, I posted a picture of my grandmother, you know me, Abuela. I posted a picture of Abuela, grandmother in Spanish. I posted a picture with my hand on my mouth, and people was like, why he got his hand over his mouth? He's showing off his watch. They had to break her jaw for to put her in a body bag.
Mm.
So I covered her mouth because her mouth was real. It was sunk in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They had to break her jaw. You hear me?
Yeah.
For to put her in a body bag. So that's why I had my hand over her mouth, because my grandmother, she wore dentures. And every time she didn't have her teeth in, she used to cover her mouth. When she'd cover her mouth when she didn't have her dentures in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I covered her mouth out of respect to her. People are like, you know, why you supposed to pick? Because that's how I remember her.
Yeah.
You hear me? A dead body, you know, I don't care. I posted a picture because it meant something to me.
That's cold-blooded. That's how I remember her. Her dead body. I don't care. I posted the picture because it meant something to me. If that don't sound like no sacrifice, and I would love to take up for this dude. I would love to say, oh, you know, that ain't what it is, but his words and his actions, and best believe it's going to get worse. I took the picture. I don't care because it meant something to me. What could that possibly mean to you to where you have to take a picture like that?
She didn't have her dentures in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I covered her mouth out of respect to her. People are like, you know, why you supposed to pick? Because that's how I remember her.
Yeah.
You hear me? A dead body, you know, I don't care. I posted a picture because it meant something to me. I use Instagram, you know, documented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever I go through it, you know, you see me happy, you see me sad, you see me whatever.
Yeah, documenting all of
Perfect
it.
Imperfection right now in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? Them two songs. Yeah. I
Okay.
think so if I had to say what I like performing, I still love Satellites. I ain't gonna lie. I put so much into it.
Yo, Kevin Gates is a master of changing the subject when it comes to this. He'll give his half-ass answer and get the mumbling and rambling, and next thing you know, he off to a whole nother conversation. This ain't the first time he did something like this. I need y'all to pay attention to this as well.
Because if not, yeah, man, you put yourself in a situation that you might not want to be in. That's why I'm super big on respect.
All right, let me get to this next verse.
Yeah,
Father, forgive me. I fucked up a
a
blessing.
blessing.
Whenever I fall, you don't
Only
only
one
one.
catch me.
Let's change the subject. I gave a confession.
Session.
You put me back in it.
I bet I go extra.
Wrong. You should have respect for
I
yourself.
just had to reiterate
You
it.
reiterated that.
You sometimes, you know how your grandmother or the older person talk to you, they might say it twice to make sure you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make sure you got it.
Side note.
See, he stumbled into that. They wasn't even going to talk about his grandmama. But he got to talking about people in his family. He done slipped up. The interview was going good.
Tracy and I were talking about your grandmother. And then there was the picture of the Instagram. And
Hold on.
I bet
Y'all need to see his body language when he asked him about his grandmother.
I go extra.
Wrong. You should have respect for
I
yourself.
just had to reiterate
You
it.
reiterated that.
You sometimes, you know how your grandmother or the older person talk to you, they might say it twice to make sure you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make sure you got it.
Side note. Tracy and I were talking about your grandmother. And then there was the picture of the Instagram. And I know that you explained.
See his body language? Like he is upset.
Man,
Like,
actually-
why is you talking about this woman? Here we go with this. I got to talk about her again. Like he's over it. There's no remorse there.
Tracy and I were talking about your grandmother. And then there was the picture of the Instagram. And I know that you explained why you posted it and covered her face with your hand.
She ain't have her teeth in, big brother.
Yeah.
And they had to break her jaw to put her in a body bag. And I just ain't want the world to see her. And I ain't trying to get emotional, but that is my mother. And I'm sorry, big brother. I ain't trying to go left on you. Make sure you got it.
Man, look, I know I've been saying this over and over in the video, but this is the thing, right? When I do these documentaries, I do a whole lot of research. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get to the truth before I present this to the world. You know what I'm saying? I did not find anywhere the cause of death with his grandmother. And that's the same case with Lil Baby and a whole bunch of other people that had family mysteriously pass away before they became famous. It's nowhere that shows the cause of death. And for you to have to break somebody's jaw to put them in a body bag. What happened? Was they jaw sticking out so far to where you couldn't zip the bag up? That is so bizarre. I never heard of nothing like that ever. If you heard of something like that, or if it's some type of medical term or something you do in the medical industry, somebody let me know in the comment section, because I never heard of that a day in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make sure you got it.
Side note, Tracy and I were talking about your grandmother. And then there was the picture of the Instagram. And I know that you explained why you posted it and covered her face with your hand.
She didn't have her teeth in, big brother.
Yeah.
And they had to break her jaw to put her in a body bag. And I just ain't want the world to see her. And I ain't trying to get emotional, but that is my mother. And I'm sorry, big brother. I ain't trying to go left on you.
Take your time, man.
No, it ain't that. I ain't trying to go left on you, but that's all I had. And when I get to where I'm from, the last day of the tour, y'all tell me she died. I ain't even get to see her. She called me and asked for me. You know what I'm saying? I told her, hold on, I'm coming. And I don't know if it's a Southern thing, but my grandmother raised me. Yeah, mi abuela, my abuelita, that's who raised me.
I need y'all to go back and look at the little baby sacrifice video. While he was on tour, his father passed and he had to leave the tour and pay the money for the funeral and hop back on the tour to finish doing the show. Kevin Gates said his grandmama called him. She wanted to see him. He was too busy though. He was doing the tour. So what was going on to where you know your grandbaby on tour? Why you feel like you got to reach out to him while he's on tour and the last day of his tour? Now, y'all got to imagine this. The brother rocking shows, the biggest tour of his career. He out there, sold out arenas, night in and night out. The last day of the tour, man, your granny passed. And he come home and take that picture right there with the rollie.
You know what I'm saying? That's the lady who loved me, taught me how to write in cursive. This is the lady that taught me how to read, you know, the newspaper. This is the lady that took time with me when the world did not want me. When I was too much of a responsibility for my own mother at times. So I just ain't want to show her. I wanted her to be in peace when they seen her. So that's why I covered her mouth. And the world said I was showing off a watch.
How was that showing her in peace? I didn't want to show her. Then he stopped himself. I wanted to show her in peace. Bruh, she did not look like she was in peace. Especially you already dead. If you want to show somebody in peace and you want to be a little bit grimy, take a picture of them when they in their casket, all prepped up. They don't fix the jaw, don't dolled her up and everything. Then take a picture. And that would have still been inappropriate.
Raised me. Yeah, mi abuela, my abuelita, that's who raised me. You know what I'm saying? That's the lady who loved me, taught me how to write in cursive. This is the lady that taught me how to read, you know, the newspaper. This is the lady that took time with me when the world did not want me. When I was too much of a responsibility for my own mother at times. So I just ain't want to show her. I wanted her to be in peace when they seen her. So that's why I covered her mouth. And the world said I was showing off a watch. I could care less about this watch.
What made you post a picture of your grandmother deceased?
That's just how I wanted to remember her in peace, sleeping, just peaceful.
But you wanted the world to see it because you put it on Instagram.
Yeah, man. That's why I put it on Instagram, because my life an open book. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm on tour, you know, the facade that I'm getting money, having fun, I'm balling out of control.
That's that energy factor. That's that fear factor. When you put something out there like that, it's a whole nother form of clout chasing. It's like the power you get. Like in the video I showed y'all before, he talking about I have 100,000 angels with me at my command. That's what that'll do for you. That makes somebody a slave to you in the afterlife when you put that effect out there. And this is just the way I feel about it. I could be wrong, but that's the way I perceive it. You know, now, did he sacrifice his grandma? I don't know. I'm not saying he did, and I'm not trying to convince y'all that he did. But use your brain and put 2 and 2 together. Let me show y'all how he talk his way out of it, though. That's what y'all got to hear.
What made you post a picture of your grandmother deceased?
That's just how I wanted to remember her in peace, sleeping, just peaceful.
But you wanted the world to see it because you put it on
Yeah,
Instagram.
man. That's why I put it on Instagram, because my life an open book. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm on tour, you know, the facade that I'm getting money, having fun, I'm balling out of control. But look at this. Would you trade this for that any day? Any rapper can gladly have my position. Take it. Here. Be a rapper. Go be famous. You know.
He talking like he was trying to show some modesty and some humbleness. I'm on tour, living the life. So I took this picture to show people that everything ain't all good. Look at this. Would you trade this for that? Well, if you trying to be humble and you trying to be modest, take that goddamn watch off while you taking the picture of this woman deceased like that.
I love this lady with everything in me. Y'all here. Take the rap game. Because it's fake anyway.
Ain't it?
It's fake anyway.
You know it now, huh?
Right, rule number 1.
No disrespect, though, big brother, but no disrespect, but I'm going to be honest. I've done interviews with people, and I just said I'm against snitching. I don't believe in that. I believe that a man should take responsibility for their actions.
Yeah.
I believe that whatever happened with me, I'm going to take my responsibility for it, and we're going to get it done, whatever I got to go through. Come on. Because this ain't going to be the first struggle or the last one that I go through. My life has been constant struggle. That's all it's been. And I prevail because I'm persistent. And I don't stop, and I don't get tired of going hard for what I believe in. But you got an individual said, title of the interview, Kevin Gates takes shots at such and such. Now, what if this person got enough money to book me for a show?
He's a master at changing the motherfucking subject. He get to talking, he switch it up to like 5 different subjects at a time to where you don't even know where the hell you left off at. Man, we about to continue with this. Kevin Gates, man, you're going to have to answer some questions, bro.
Man, ask me some questions.
Okay.
Please ask me some questions.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm about to do, man. Because this right here is unacceptable. That woman, I don't know why or how you think she resting in peace off of that, but I don't even see how it's possible.
We were in the streets promoting. We did groundwork. And like with my following, it just, oh my God, I shout out to everybody that loves me because they stuck with me through my trying times, through my ups and through my downs, because I was so transparent. I put all my flaws on Front Street.
So
I wasn't afraid to be myself in a judgmental society. And if you judging me, your dick small.
Wow.
If you claim that you're very transparent, so what do you keep sacred to you? Like, what is something that you...
Now, why? Now, if it's sacred, now why would I tell you that? Because it's sacred.
That's facts. You posted a picture on Instagram of your grandma deceased.
Yeah, my abuelita, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, abuelita. So why...
Y'all got to see the level of disrespect and disdain that this man have towards his grandmother.
Claim that you're very transparent. So what do you keep sacred to you? Like, what is something that you...
Now, why? Now, if it's sacred, now why would I tell you that? Because it's sacred.
That's facts. You posted a picture on Instagram of your grandma deceased.
Yeah, my abuelita, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, abuelita. So why did you...
He rolled his eyes. Rest in peace. Like, oh my God, let her die. What are we talking about her? He looked like he's upset that he... Now, I know people asking him about the picture, but if this your grandmama, whatever they asking you about this woman out of love and respect, just answer the question. And you should, and your answer is so ridiculously stupid. That's why you have to keep changing the subject every time.
Instagram of your grandma deceased.
Yeah, my abuelita, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, abuelita. So why did you post that picture?
Because I wanted the world to see. I'm on tour doing sold out shows, but you know, and everything's not hunky dory in my life.
Right.
The lady that raised me, that I call my mother, because I was too much of a responsibility for my biological mother at times. The lady that loved me when no one else did. When everybody laughed at me at school because my grandfather's car used to break down at school when he come to get me from school.
Then it's the sympathy factor. You got to feel sorry for me. The lady that loved me when nobody else did. It's not sincere at all.
When everybody laughed at me at school because my grandfather's car used to break on sold out shows, but you know, and everything's not hunky dory in my life.
Right.
The lady that raised me, that I call my mother, because I was too much of a responsibility for my biological mother at times. The lady that loved me when no one else did. When everybody laughed at me at school because my grandfather's car used to break down at school when he come to get me from school. The lady that, when they laughed at me and I cried and told them, man, people laughing at me, man, I don't want to go to school. My shoes messed up. I want some joy. You know, the lady who said, man, fuck them people. You destined for great. It don't even matter.
Well, I'm curious.
That lady there, that lady died on me. So I put on Instagram and I covered her mouth because she didn't have her teeth in and they had to break her jaw to put her in a body bag. That hurt me. But I wanted to show the world that, yeah, just because we doing all this shit don't mean that my life don't come with hurt. Take the rap game. You can have it. You hear me? It's fake anyway. Take it. Go be famous. I trade this for that any day.
How does it feel being, because you seem like a really real
man, and that's his story, y'all, and that's what he's sticking to. I mean, I could pull up countless interviews to where he said the same thing over and over. So my question for y'all out there, do y'all think it was a sacrifice? Or do y'all think, you know, things happen in people's lives, people pass away, and this is just how he deal with it? Because everybody different. But this is something else that disturbed me, man. And y'all got to see this. This is Kevin Gates' wife, her IG page. And I ain't going to show the video, but this man bought her some goats. She said, he got me goats because he said I'm the goat. And somebody right here said, to sacrifice? And ain't nobody reply to that. What in the I'm telling my next little boy thingy, whatever the fuck she talking about. Yeah, but he bought her some straight up goats to put in the backyard. Some grown ones, a couple of baby ones. They growing them bitches. And I don't know if they gonna be eating some goat meat or whatever. I don't know if they got a farm, which I highly doubt. But he felt the need to buy this woman some goats. And the first thing that pop up in my mind is, if they doing rituals, they got the goats on deck, baby. It ain't nothing for me to go back there and get one of them goats because that's just how I feel. I live a real life. I have power and 1,000 angels watching over me. It ain't nothing to slit one of these goats' throats. And him and his wife did countless interviews on spirituality, which is a beautiful thing. Ain't nothing wrong with being spiritual. However you live in your life, whatever help you live it better, go for it. But I'm going to end it on this note because I'm still on the fence about this one. I don't know if he sacrificed his mother or not, but to me, it sure looked like it's something weird is going on here. Something that he not willing to share with the public. And all of her information of what happened. Kevin Gates, if you see this video and you get upset, don't get upset. We just want you to answer some questions because we fans of you. And it's a lot of people that love you and admire you. But this picture is so haunting that it's still haunting your career, bruh. So you're going to have to answer some questions.
Man, ask me some questions.
Okay.
Please ask me some questions.
Okay.
Okay, the question I got to ask you, Kevin Gates. You was on tour. Everything was going fine. On the last day of your tour, you kicked one of your fans in the chest. And this wasn't no ordinary fan. This fan got a white mama that know people that know people that know people. And they was talking about pressing charges and putting you in jail. And just so happened, your grandmother passed away when you got into the most trouble of your career. This man kicked the fan during the tour. Come home and grandmama gone. And them charges gone too. Ain't have to do no jail time for that. Ain't have to pay no money for that. Ain't have to do nothing. It's just water under the bridge.
On camera kicking a woman during a concert. This video viewed thousands of times since it was captured at Club Rumors in Lakeland on Friday. Now police say they're investigating. The incident started when a woman in the audience reached out to touch Kevin Gates' pants. Now, the victim in that video is speaking out about the encounter. ABC Action News reporter Serena
And he kicked the shit out of her too. That was old football. Like he punted that young lady.
That video is speaking out about the encounter. ABC Action News reporter Serena Fazan joins us now with her exclusive interview on this. Serena?
And Brendan, I cannot even tell you how troubled this 18-year-old is. And I just got off the phone with the Lakeland Police Department that told me that charges are likely against this rapper. Now, more about this 18-year-old. She was at this club on Friday when the unimaginable happened.
But it has scared me.
18-year-old Miranda Dixon still in pain.
It still hurts, so I don't want to keep touching it.
Her chest after this stunning incident caught on video at Club Rumor in Lakeland on Friday. Police say,
Man, if this would have been anybody in the rap game, you on camera doing something like that to a fan, your ass is going down. Just like Pooh Shiesty sitting up in jail for shooting somebody. You kick a woman in her chest, you going to jail.
rapper Kevin Gates forcefully kicking Miranda so hard she says she had to go to the ER.
I can't believe it happened still.
Neither can our viewers. This post on my Facebook page has gotten millions of views, countless comments of them criticizing Gates, some using such strong language we have to blur many of the words.
He not only harmed my daughter for no reason, he embarrassed her in the whole world.
Now, this is why everybody mad for real. And I'm not trying to make this about race, but this is America, so I'm gonna have to go there for a little bit. Man, it's countless of things that happen to black women at concerts that don't even make it to the news. And this woman, she's black, but her mama is upset. You know, there's women out here getting smacked, getting slapped, getting kicked, getting punched. It's a whole bunch of stuff that be happening to sisters at these concerts, man. And not only at concerts, but all over the place. But I'm going to show y'all why they was really mad.
His mother and sister saying the support offers some comfort after watching their loved one go through this ordeal.
Should be prosecuted and put in jail.
Lakeland police are investigating Gates, a rapper who admits that he has a criminal history. In fact, this assault on 2 female fans at a Michigan concert just captured in March.
My sister is so strong.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just relieved that she's okay. There's no point in just sitting here grieving about it. She's okay.
Miranda saved her money, paying $35 for his concert, and while she's no longer a supporter, her mother always taught her to try and be the better person, and that's what she's committed to doing.
I forgive him. I forgive everyone. I just wish he would have never done it, and I'm not a fan of him anymore.
So let's try to do the math here, man, before we get out of here. It's looking like at the end of this tour, this man found himself in a world of trouble right before he was getting ready to pop off. They had what it took to destroy this man financially and a whole bunch of other ways. His career could have been done behind this. But like he said, the last day of my tour, I come home and she gone. They had to break up fucking jaw to put her in a body bag. That's details you don't have to share. All this you ain't have to share with the public. This is family business here. And the reason why I believe a person will want to share something like this with the public is because you can hide in plain sight. That's the best way to cloak yourself, is in plain motherfucking sight. And people so concerned about this man's sexuality and Kevin Gates, he's this and he's that. And that's not what this video is for, man. I'm just trying to get an understanding. Did he sacrifice his grandmother for fortune and fame?
Man, ask me some questions.
Okay.
Please ask me some questions.
Okay.
Y'all gonna have to ask this man some questions, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Docz Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. And hit that Cash App as well. $ Sean Blaze Docz. I got so much love for y'all, man. And also, for you beautiful ladies out there wondering why I be doing these videos, I know Kevin Gates is dangerous, and I know he not to be played with. But when it comes to them highly classified documentations,
risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the Docz. I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the Docz. I got secret videotapes of